everybody, this is Leone. Of course, do your weekly guidance. I hope you're all good and well. So this is from the 8th through to the 12th of July 2024. So I'm going to be using the Wishcraft Oracle and the, what are they? Everyday Witch Tarot. I don't know why I just don't leave the boxes out because I keep forgetting. But there we go. I have pre-shuffled already. Remember to just take what resonates with you. You're not going to take it all, but just, like I say, keep that open mind. And it can be about you and it can be about your surroundings as well. Okay. So I was certainly feeling like on the bottom of the deck here, we've got the magic circle. So that just shows to me that some of you guys might need to protect your energies right now. Some of you are feeling quite isolated in your environment, let's just say. I don't feel like you're out of the woods yet, but there is also an air of protection around you. I don't know whether some of you guys are using salt or something along those lines. Some of you may need to join some kind of healing circle or something like that as well. I'm just feeling like someone is really, really isolated at the moment. I'm looking at that box. It's like they can't. We know foxes are sly. So I don't know if there's something to do with a sly fox around you that is battered, worn down, tired, you name it, all of the above. They're not in a good place. So whether this is someone around your energy, someone that you know of, whether this is you, but I generally get that sly fox kind of energy, feeling very isolated, very much alone in their own surroundings at the moment. But that circle is closing in, whatever that means to someone. So interesting. But equally, you guys are there's some magic happening here somewhere along the line. Generally something you can't see happening or can't see around you. So yeah, it's an odd energy that I'm picking up on at the moment. It's very isolating. It's to do with a sly fox that you're dealing with. So again, whether male or female, it doesn't matter. But it's an energy of not being able to escape or to move, or the circle. It could be a circle of friends closing in on someone. It could be that. It could be something else. But they think that they're protected from whatever this is. But I also get a very sad, scared, lonely feeling with this as well. Interesting. I see where this is going. But I can see there's some kind of, for those of you that are on the other scale of this, that you are that isolated person. I get that shy feeling, but I also see, when I see the magic stars, it reminds me of the magic that you hold within, but the energy's there for you to kind of focus on that light and bring in that energy and that healing to yourself as well. But that could be some magic happening around you to bring in some form of freedom here anyhow. Like I said, I don't feel whoever this is not out of the woods yet. There's just something that's got to give, it's got to happen first. Happy sleep pillow. Okay, has also come through for you guys. I sleep well and have good dreams. So some of you could be losing sleep over something here, feeling very, very tired, very drained. Lavender is really important here as well, whether you've got to bring some lavender into this, or natural mixes. But I also see Some of you could be dealing with your inner child here as well, that's slowly waking up in some kind of way. But there's a cushion of, again, a cushion of protection around you for whatever reason. So the signs are coming through on your dreams here, but that's when you do sleep. Yeah. I was drawn to look at the bottom of the deck again, and we've got magic eggs. Now, this shows to me that you're about to kind of start something new, start something fresh, something you're about to hatch the next phase of your life, or something's about to unfold in front of you. The magic, it's time for a new beginning. It's birth, rebirth. So whenever we go through that, we've got to end a cycle, a phase, a situation. So some of you are coming through the other side, and the cracks are starting to appear as well. I do need to say that. But this is offering you some form of freedom. So what do you feel? Some of you could be literally feeling like you're cracking up every now and then. You know, who doesn't? But I see a lot of power and a lot of wisdom here, and I do see some form of rebalancing the scales here. Freedom, definitely freedom and growth that's going to come out of this experience. I feel like you've outgrown your environment in some kind of way. Outgrown your circle of friends, outgrown your circle of something, life. And so it might feel kind of very much lonely in a process, like I said, but I am aware as well, like I said, of a sly fox around you. And let's see if we can get more on that in a bit. But yeah, definitely endings for new beginnings here. I know that you're about to start something new. Maybe you've ended a cycle, a phase, a situation. Maybe you've stepped out of a friendship zone, family, whatever it may be, and it's attacked your inner child in some kind of way, or it feels as if your inner child is suffering in some kind of way, but they're asking you to rest your mind, rest your body, rest your thoughts, feelings, emotions, and just trusting in the process. You're about to kind of, like I said, you might feel like you're cracking up, but it's actually breaking free from something. So yeah, let's see where this is going. So we're going to use go into the tarot for you. I did hear the name John, Mary, Isaac, Lisa, Terry, Brian, Melanie. I can't quite get the other name. It's gone. I'll try and get it back, so bear with me. But yeah, we got the Six of Cups coming through. That talks about memories, flashbacks of the past sometimes. But it can also be about imbalance within the family situation, or imbalance in your feelings and emotions, that kind of thing. But certainly memories are flashing up right here and right now. And again, like I said, it could be to do with your inner child in some kind of way, and releasing something from your past anyhow that you've been carrying all this time, and it's had some kind of effect on your life in some way. You could even have someone step back from your past trying to gain your attention in some kind of way as well. But yeah, memories, flashbacks, especially this week, popping up to the surface. It's interesting because I've got a coastal kind of view that I'm seeing with this as well. So whether you grew up along the coast, or you've got coastal connections in some kind of way, or whether you're thinking of going back to a family home or holiday or something along those lines, it could be the case. We've also got the Temperance card coming out, so that talks about balance yet again, but also not to give up on hope and faith as well at the same time. But you're kind of pouring from one cup to another, which is why you're so tired at the moment. And they're asking you to trust in the process here, and focus your energy onto this new pathway. And as you can see, that pathway is clear there as well. It's just a case of getting your emotions out of the way. You know, you think you're okay one moment, but not the next. And again, this may be having an effect on your choices and decisions, all sorts at the moment. It may be affecting your health in some kind of way anyhow, but I certainly feel like, you know, your time's up where you are. It's time to move on. It's time to move forward. It's time to let go. It's time to surrender and just trust in the process of the new. So this is going to open doorways to new people, new situations, new locations in every sense, whether we're talking work, career, home, relationships, just life in general. You know, you're growing and evolving, your spiritual side. Let's see what else is coming through. But yeah, this is about your energy and restoring some form of balance within your energy here. Again, I feel like there's lots of healing that's coming in for you. You just might need to just literally rest. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, this feels very painful, especially with that Three of Swords coming through. So there could be a lot of tears, anxiety, pains, suffering in some kind of way, feeling very generally stuck in the middle, between your thoughts, your ideas, people, situations. So yeah, it is a heavy energy at the moment. But I do feel like you are going to be coming out of this not too far in a distance. I certainly get, well, the number 3 talks about teamwork, but it also talks about celebrations that are going to come out of this experience. Now, when I talk about celebrations, you know, anyone going through a dark time cannot see this as a good experience at all. But what they're saying is you're going to gain from this in some kind of way. And you will heal and you will move on, you will move forward. Just surrender. Let all this hurt and pain out. Cry if you need to cry, you know. But the emotions are heightened at the moment, and it is to do with your past. It is to do with your past. Whether you were hurt by a person in any kind of way, but there has been suffering. Let's see. Hierophant has come through. Again, it's all to do with spiritual lessons here. Evolution, growth, expansion, knowledge, wisdom, restoring some balance in your faith here as well. I just feel like you're unlocking new wisdom here as you go through this phase. And a lot of people will be admiring you for what you're doing. You could be being watched here in some kind of way. But that Hierophant is and talks about a new commitment of sorts here as well. So there could be signing of some documents this week in some kind of way. You could be writing quite a bit here as well, whether it's emails, letters, any other form of correspondence. But you could be teaching others something here as well at the same time. I could be talking to a teacher going through this experience, you know. But there are new keys there. You're at a crossroads at the moment, but everything's had to unfold. Everything's kind of had to lead to this point to help you make a choice and decision about where you're going, what you're going to do. Maybe none of this has been right. Maybe you've been struggling the last 9 months of your life. I don't know where I've got 9 from. That's what it's telling me at the moment. So I've got to trust that. But yeah, 6 and 3 is 9, isn't it? We've got the 6 of Cups and the 3 of Swords. So yeah, that's where that 9's come from. Yeah, the King of Wands is now taking charge of you, your life, not allowing anything or anyone to get in your way. There could have been manipulation around you at some point here as well. Someone very strong-willed, stubborn even, set in their ways. But maybe you've had to be that person as well because of everything that you've gone through. You're kind of not you're kind of not going to go back on yourself here. You're kind of not going to allow anything or anyone to change your mind. Once you've made up your mind, that's it, kind of feeling. Being in charge of your destiny, being in charge of what you want and where you want to be. Taking back the reins. This isn't easy though, like I say, with our Three of Swords there, we've got a lot of healing cards and a lot of spiritual cards coming through here as well, which shows that the universe is in charge. You are protective during this process, but it does feel like you're quite isolated, very much alone. And maybe some of you haven't even been seeing your own power or abilities here in some kind of way. So again, you could have a lot going on in the head, in the mind. Somebody could be feeling kind of left out in the cold here as well, or out of pocket, out of balance, out of sorts. This is kind of like moving on into unknown territory as well. When one door shuts, another one opens for sure. So this whole situation is leaving you feeling a little bit lost at the moment. Like I say, you're cutting people out of your life. You're moving on in a different way. You're taking charge of your life, but it's a painful process. But it is for your spiritual growth in some kind of way. It is for lessons, life lessons. It's to make you a stronger person. It's to give you some kind of freedom. With the Temperance, we've got the Two of Swords. So that's that confusion. It's also, what do I do now? Where do I go now? Kind of energy. The emotions, yet again, are kind of hit, miss, up, down, all over the place. You're feeling stuck, stagnant in the energy. Again, just crossroads kind of energy. But they're asking you to restore your balance here, to have faith, keep hope in your heart, and just trust. And, sometimes we have the past come back to us to kind of show us that we don't want to go there again, to show us how far we've actually come as well, and to see if we've learned those lessons. So it's all about those gut feelings and listening to the universe. Like I said, it's about those signs. Signs have been in your dreams, in your gut feelings, and you're having to go through some kind of ending for that beautiful new free beginning. All right. So I feel like, yeah, you're not seeing things very clearly at the moment. You're feeling very much in the dark, but where you're headed, where you're going is a whole lot better than what you've been experiencing anyhow. Maybe some of you have not had commitment here of some kind. Maybe you're taking charge and said enough's enough. I'm going to go and search for that commitment somewhere else. Could have been the case, especially if we've had other people involved in your life, in your energy. Too many people involved with this, that, and the other, getting involved with things that don't necessarily, what's the word? Have anything to do with them. There is a state of confusion for sure. And there's also an abandoned kind of feeling here. Yeah, this is kind of rock bottom. With that Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords, this is pain, suffering. This is pressures on the heart as well. I do need to say that. This is like someone's broken here. Someone is rock bottom. But this is only a temporary energy. It really, really is. It will pass. You might have felt like you're stabbed in the back. You might be waiting for someone to call you, to reach out to you in some kind of way, and they haven't. It's a very isolated kind of feeling. Mentally, it's taking its toll on you. For some, you need to bring in some crystals here as well to bring in that extra additional healing power, support. But it is certainly testing your faith with that Hierophant card. When we rock bottom like this, the only way is up. We can't go any lower. We cannot suffer any more than what we're suffering now kind of energy. It's time to focus on the light and the positive and bring back your magic. You know, I'm just kind of feeling so isolated at the moment. It feels like your circle of friends is getting smaller, the circle around you is just getting smaller, and it's just like it's adding pressure as well. Like you've got no one there, you've got no support, you've got none of this, none of that. It's not the case, because actually what you're doing, you're just clearing out what no longer serves you. That's what you're doing to open new doors. When one door shuts, another one opens, which is what I said to you earlier. So you will have new people, the right people come to you, the committed ones, the loyal ones, the stable ones, the supportive ones. So that King of Wands is like not looking back, carry on going forward, being strong in my position, not backing down, not looking back in the past. This is where I'm headed. This is where I'm going. Nothing and no one's going to stop me kind of energy. And you will get that. There we go. With the Nine of Pentacles, what did I say? It's about spiritual lessons here. It's about being comfortable in your own surroundings, in your own environment. You're growing, evolving spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. This may open up new doorways with your abundance as well. What you truly deserve in your life. Sorry, I've got my allergies kicking off again. I do apologize. This is a very fruitful time for you. So anything that you feel like you've lost, you are going to kind of gain tenfold here in another way. Oh my goodness. Literally, it's come out again, but this time it's saying everything is fine. With that King of Wands, everything is absolutely fine. You've got that power, that strength, that knowledge, wisdom. You've got the ability to keep moving on, moving forward here in the right way. Just trust the process. You're going to grow. You're going to come out the other side of this. So keep the faith every step of the way. Patience. Your patience will pay off. You're not stuck. It's just, you know, the universe has got something planned for you in a different way. Your hands are not tied in any situation. You're making the right choices and decisions for you, and you don't need to kind of justify it or carry any of the burdens that go with change, guilt, negativity, drama, chaos, any of that. This is about you looking at things from a different angle, a different point of view, but your patience is going to pay off. Just trust the process. Again, it's another sign that the universe is showing you everything you need to see. If you look at things from a spiritual point of view, you'll see why things have turned out this way and why they've happened this way, and why you're getting that urge and that push to change course, change direction. It's because, what did I say, the power of three? You are going to have your right people around you. You're going to have that support around you. And they're asking you now just to let your hair down, have some fun, to take time out, you know, not to beat yourself up over choices and decisions here, to let go of all forms of guilt and negativity, to empower you once more. And like I say, you know, there's good things that are going to come out of this. And you don't see it yet, but you are attracting the right people, the right energies, and you will be celebrating something very soon. Again, at number 3, I've got 2 cards of 3. So at the moment, it's not quite there. And you're overcoming these obstacles at the moment, but they're telling you to keep that faith. It will happen. Let's just pull you some of my flower guidance cards as well, just to give you that final. But yeah, whatever the confusion is, it's like, why is this happening? Why me? You could have someone trying to bring you down big time. Look, there's so much hurt, pain, suffering here. It's crazy. With 2 swords coming out, that is the ultimate betrayal, or the energy of it. So someone's thinking this way and they're not seeing why it's really happening, what's really going on. They're not accepting something, but that's up to them to kind of fight those battles themselves. What, you know, your choices and decisions, what you've done, how you've done it, why you've done it, that is all down to you, and clearing out everything that no longer works for you, like I say, but you don't need to carry the burdens of that. You know, the time, it happened at the right time. It needed to. Maybe you've been hanging on and not taking steps, not taking action, but this is the final push. And there's, you know, the universe is certainly celebrating your moves here. You needed to do whatever you needed to do here. It was right. So let's see. I'm not surprised this came out for you guys. Clear out the old. What did I say you were doing? So yeah, if it means doors have been shutting, then, you know, accept, move on, move forward, trust. With the Temperance and the Two of Swords. This is a new love for yourself, more importantly. I don't feel this is new love like someone, you know, a new relationship as such, romantically. I don't feel you're ready for any of that yet. What I see here is a new love for yourself. Self-love is so important right now. And that is how you're going to get through this experience. Watch your back, because like I said, I don't know if someone's trying to pull you down in some kind of way, and I go back to that sly fox as well. But whatever they're up to, whatever they're doing, you know, things are getting tighter and tighter and tighter around them. Whether someone's being watched, like I said earlier, it could be the case. But whatever this is, that bubble's going to burst at some point. Okay, that's down to their energy and whatever's going on with them. So don't allow anything or anyone to kind of bring you down or pull you down. You know, you just focus on yourselves. No more looking at your phone waiting for responses. No more, you know, sitting in that negative energy. You focus on the positives and where you're headed, where you're going in the right way, because you're after some form of commitment, stability, security, loyalty, in every sense here. And I think that you're certainly on your way to that, even though it's kind of heavy at the moment. Yeah, follow your heart. And that's what they're saying to you at the moment. So I do feel you will overcome this. It's just a little bit of a challenge at the moment. You've got to remain positive. And just take one step, one day at a time. You know, you are unique, you are you are strong, you're powerful, and you can overcome anything when you put your mind to it. You know, I see blessings coming in many different ways here. So, you know, although you might feel like you're cracking up at the moment, which is what I was saying with that egg car, you know, you're transforming. So you're coming out of your shell. You're no longer gonna be cocooned or isolated anymore. You're going to become free. You're going to be spreading your wings, flying in a different way. And that's kind of what I'm feeling mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, in every sense. So go with it. Go with the flow. Don't hold on to the negatives. Focus on the positives. And that's what we've got for you for this week. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. 1972 is coming through as well. It's going to be relevant for somebody. I'll give it. But I will leave that with you. I wish you the very best of luck, but take care, look after yourselves, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.